We here at Hooked Gamers love our lists of 9s. Seeing as 2011 was such an awesome year for gaming, I'd like to go over some of the useless crap coming out this year and make a list of the top 9 games I think 2012 could do without. I am of course only going on available information, which for some of these games is minimal. The first game on this list, which gets the 9th place because it's already out and was generally well received, is Final Fantasy XIII-2. Does the world really need more Final Fantasy? There are 15 main games and 10 spin-offs, most of which have multiple iterations. This may just be me, but I'm not a 12-year-old little emotional bitch whose idea of a good story is time-traveling super monsters and spiky-haired transvestites flying through the air swinging swords they couldn't possibly carry while seizure-inducing colors flash in the background. It's pathetic, really. Every time you play a Final Fantasy game, smart people become more unique. Number 8! Every single sports game ending with a 13. The only thing these games will accomplish is to drive down the price of the previous iteration. Therefore, get yourself last year's game. It's exactly the same, only half the price. Number 7 is a group thing. The Darkness 2, Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, Prototype 2, and Medal of Honor 2. This is a list of sequels whose predecessors were simply not good enough to warrant one. I mean, why would you milk a disease-ridden cow when it would be so much simpler just to put a gun to its head and put it out of its misery? Number 6! Resident Evil 6. More zombies? Yeah, that's exactly what we need. The series is spread thin as it is. I haven't enjoyed a Resident Evil game since Resident Evil 2. That's how bad it is. It stopped being interesting in '98. Please, start focusing on something else. You obviously know how to make great games. It's the whole setting/plot thing that's getting absolutely ridiculous. Please, just stop. Number 5! Battleship. Come on, seriously. You just know that it's a shameless movie tie-in that's been developed over the last year as a rush job so that its release date coincides with the film. It's destined to be crap. I mean, it's not the developer's fault. Movie tie-ins are always crap. Number 4! Inversion. This actually looks like a cool game, but what earns it a place on my list is that I've seen this kind of marketing before. A first-person shooter whose only call to fame is a really cool feature. Fracture looked really cool with its surface-shaping gun. It sucked donkey balls. So did Haze. There's just too much surrounding Inversion that reminds me of those and other flops. I may be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Number 3. Ridge Racer Unbounded. Ridge Racer? Really? I remember playing it on the original PlayStation and it sucked ass back then as well. It's been pawned off on unsuspecting customers as an unwanted appendage to consoles ever since 1994. Who the hell asked for that back? Number 2. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. This is just pathetic. They've taken a perfectly good realistic military shooter and turned it into just another Call of Duty clone. If people want Call of Duty, they'll fucking buy Call of Duty. If they want realism, what the fuck are they supposed to buy now? I mean, Operation Flashpoint is pretty good, but it's just not Ghost Recon good. Tom Clancy, I'm very, very disappointed in you right now. Your game looks like shit smeared on top of cliched super soldier machismo crap. That's right, you heard me. 2 types of excrements in one package. And now, number 1. And it really, really pains me to say this. It's Max Payne 3. I love Max Payne. Problem is, this is not Max Payne. See how colorful and vivid the setting is? Max Payne is supposed to be a dark, moody film noir sort of game. This just looks like another run-and-gun shooter to me. In fact, it kind of reminds me of Kane and Lynch. The game might be great, but the association with Max Payne brings certain expectations. Expectations this game seems to be ignoring. If they just named it something else, I wouldn't give a flying fuck. It's the same mistake the developers of Far Cry 2 made. The game has absolutely nothing to do with the previous one. Why fuck it up by giving us these expectations when they know the game will never live up to them? I do realize that some of these games may not be released until 2013, as delays are a pretty common thing in this industry. These are just some of the games I'm highly skeptical about. They may turn out to be absolutely fantastic, but I personally find that very unlikely. Unoriginal franchises, shameless cash-ins, and cliché-ridden marketing bring my expectations for this year down. It looks like the amazing heights of 2011 will not be repeated in 2012. Why is it that every time my fiancé leaves the country, our apartment smells like a rotten shark and filthy socks? Are all men as disgusting as I am when women are not here to keep an eye on us? We really are a pathetic gender, aren't we? Well, at least we don't menstruate.